Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. And if you've never been here before, if you're coming from Sharon's channel and you don't know who I am, welcome. I think you're going to fit in here. Sharon and I are both a little different. Sharon is wise, but she's sassy, classy, and confident. This we know, okay? Because she says it in every one of her videos. But it happens to also be true. Sharon loves makeup as much as the rest of us. So, yeah, she's got that addiction. But she is very much into skincare. She's also knowledgeable about Retin-A, about Botox fillers, and all kinds of things. I am so flattered because I was asked to do this by Sharon, but she got a request from a subscriber asking to do a collaboration with me. That makes me feel so good in my heart. I have a heart the size of Texas now. And that's good because that's where Sharon's from, Texas. She's a Texas girl. So if you don't know Sharon K. Part, by golly, get over there and subscribe to her channel. Because if you like my channel, you'll probably like her channel. And while you're there, tell her Mary said hey. And I'm going to come into the first shade, which is Desert Sand. And go all over my lid. I'm even coming into the corner here to brighten up the corner. But I'm just going to darken up my crease with Eden, which is just, as you can see, a little darker. And I'm just going to pop this very quickly. This is a really quick look for daytime. Just going to pop that in my crease. No precision at all. Making sure that it gets up high here on the orbital bone by pushing my head down and looking to see if it's actually going where I want, because my eyes are different. When you do that, you can kind of tell if they're even. That's pretty much it. Okay, that's it for my shadow. Now, we agreed that we weren't going to do the rest of our makeup on screen to keep the video shorter. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup. I'll be back to then tell you what I did and how I'm going to transform that into an evening look. All right, I'm back. So what I did off camera was obviously the rest of my makeup except for finishing out my eyes. And I'll talk to you about that in just a little bit. But I used this Wet n Wild. It's for your brow. I used it up here at the top of my brow. But now I'm going to take it, I'm going to come into my waterline. And that will just make me look more awake. Now I'm going to come in with the IT Cosmetics No Tug eyeliner in navy and bring that up into my tight line so that I can make my eyes look a little whiter along with this, and also to make my lash line look thicker. I chose this eyeliner because I know it won't transfer to the bottom waterline where I have the nude. And now I'm going to take this is the Benefit Back Gal Bang, and I'm going to put that on my upper lashes only. I'm going to go fix my hair. I'll be right back. I'm just going to run around, take care of my business today. But I did it knowing that I would be going out later and needing to bump this up a little bit. So that was planned out. I used my Becca First Light Primer to give my skin, even out my skin and give it a nice luminosity. And then I took my Maybelline Fit Me, and with a just barely damp beauty blender, I took MAC Fix Plus, and I sprayed the Beauty Blender, went into the foundation on the back of my hand, and put it all over my face. And I did that because I did not want to add powder. And that's important because later I'm not taking off this foundation. I need this foundation to stay, but I don't want to be working with it with powder on my face. Then I took my Laura Mercier Secret Concealer in 01 or 1, it's the light one, and went underneath my eyes here to cancel out any darkness that I had. And then only there did I come into my Lancome Dual Intensity Powder and just tap a little bit under there to set my concealer. I took powder nowhere over the rest of my face. I warmed up my face very lightly with the Lancome Star Bronzer in Luminaire and took the slightest bit amount of NARS Orgasm Blush and just hit the tops of my cheek. From there, I patted on. It's the Kat Von D, and I am sorry, this is discontinued. When she redid her line, she didn't bring the shade back. It's La Femme one, and just kind of pat it into the lines with a lip brush. And then I lightly came over the top of it with a lip gloss, just dabbed it on. This is Rimmel's 3D Popcorn for 2. I used Wet n Wild for my eyebrows. I used the Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil, which is one of my favorites, and the Wet n Wild Brow Highlight underneath for that. And then you saw what I did after that for my mascara and my eyeliner. And then I set my face, and I'm ready to go. Now I'm going to not reapply my makeup, but add more makeup to amp it up a little bit. And I'm going to change my t-shirt, and I'm going to put on what I'm going to wear to dinner. I'm going to take the bandana out of my head. All right. I have changed out my clothes. I want to stick with a color tone that's going to match this, so I'm going to come in here and really amp this up. To do that, I'm going to take a kind of a pencil brush. This isn't dirty, it just looks like it is. And the colors in my shirt are going to go nice with, I think we will use amber. So I'm going for a darker orangey color and run that directly in the crease. This will deepen your eyes. It'll push your eyes back, make them look bigger. Using the same brush, I'm going to take something even darker. This is Oud, okay, it's a dark brown. And I'm going to bring that right here on the lower part of my eye, out at the edge. I'm going to just twist a dot there and kind of blend it in, up, out. So I'm just darkening that outer corner of my eye. Now I'm going to bring that same color underneath my eye to smoke this out underneath my eye. And all of this is happening before we do anything to the rest of our face. That way if you get any fallout, you can correct that afterwards. You don't want to touch up the rest of the makeup until you've done the eyes. So see, I'm just making this more dramatic and adding to it. Now I'm going to take a little detailer brush and I'm going to come up here into this, see this beautiful shade? This is called Blood Moon, and again, it's just a variation of these orangey shades, which are going to go good with what I have on. And I'm going to come from the, not in the inner corner, but just like where my lashes start, over to meet that dark color on my lid. These can be whatever colors you want. It's the principle of what I'm doing. Now I'm going to take my eyeliner again, and I'm going to darken up underneath here again, because it's been all day long, so it's probably worn off. And now I'm going to bring it into my waterline as well. If you want, if you have good lashes, you can just add some more mascara on top. Be careful though. Depending on the mascara, it could get really flaky and look spidery. I might be tempted to right now pop on a pair of falsies. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to take the mascara now and come on my lower lashes. So now I'm going to take another little detailer brush, and I'm just going to come into something for my inner corner. In this case, I'm using Nefertiti from this palette, and I'm just going to hit the inner corner of my eye to brighten it up and come underneath my eyebrow with that same color. I'm done with my transformation of my eyes, and so yeah, here is the daytime look from where we started. This is how I would run around in my t-shirt, going to the post office, grocery store, and what have you. Then I'm taking and vamping that up to go out on the town. Let me finish my other eye and I'll talk about how I finished the rest of my makeup. Let's talk about what I did to the rest of my makeup. Let me put this on so I can see what I got in front of me. So what I did was I took the same beauty blender that I used before, and because I had not put any powder over the top of my face earlier. Have you been here before? If so, you know I'm a squirrel. I never finished that thought. Because I didn't put any powder on my face, I can work with it now and feel like my face doesn't look cakey. All I did was take a Kleenex and just blot any oil or whatever off my face. I took this damp sponge and I just went over any lines or anything it may have, my foundation may have settled in or whatever, and I just took, I mean, this is wrung out really good. It's not wet at all. So I then take my Lancome Dual Intensity powder. This particular powder can be used wet or dry. So took my beauty blender and set around my face. Now I'm ready to use my contour. So I took my Marc Jacobs contour palette, I contoured my face. After that I changed my blush from the corally color that I had on with the NARS to this one here by Essence. And I went for a long wearing lipstick because if I'm going to be out eating and drinking, I don't want to have to look like you look when your lipstick wears off. The last step for me then was to take a powder. This one is the Lancome Absolute powder in golden. It has shimmer to it. You just lightly dust this stuff over the surface of your face and then give a Fix Plus a little squirt and you are done, and out the door you go. So you have transformed your look from a daytime look to a I'm going out to the Olive Garden to eat tonight look. I hope that was helpful to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this collaboration between me and Sharon. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, and I would like to tell you thank you for being the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not part of the Fritzy family, if you're just somebody who happened by and you're watching, or you came from Sharon's channel, I'd like to say welcome! Welcome to Fritzy family! Hit the subscribe button below. That's all you have to do. Also, I hope you're having a blessed day. But if you're not having a blessed day, please go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out.
Sharon said to me once, I love you, girl, I love you like a pig loves slop. Well, she didn't put the in there. I just like to go. Or howdy. No, I have never heard her say howdy. I've never heard her go, howdy. I don't even know where that comes from. My roots in hee-haw? Hee-haw, hee-haw. No, you know, that doesn't remind me of hee-haw at all. That kind of reminds me of It's a Wonderful Life. Do you hear the church bells? The bells are ringing. They ring every hour on the hour, and at 6 p.m. they play a song. Next I'm going to take a really fluffy blending brush. This looks like a wand. Abracadabra, alakazam, I'm going to make you beautiful, ma'am. So Desert Storm was... No! That is called Desert Sand, not Desert Storm. Really? Alright, so now I'm going to bump this eye look into another whole different dimension. What? You just can't resist it. It's the only makeup palette that comes with a toy. I am Huda. I'm Huda. I'm Huda. Wait. My lips aren't as juicy and big as hers.